It is 2953 of the Third Age. Erebor has been reclaimed. Sauron has fled from Mirkwood into Mordor to begin his pursuit for the One Ring. And the last meeting of the White Council has tasked Gildor Inglorion with assembling a fellowship to stop Umbarian pirates from assembling ancient artifacts from a Second Age prophecy. Join the players of this Adventures of Middle-earth Dungeons & Dragons campaign as they unravel the mysteries of the prophecy. Welcome to Arda in Part 1 of the Inglorion Bastards trilogy, Search for Tol Arasia.
All right, well, you guys see something at this point. So up over the hill from behind the orcs, this guy pops up.
Boing.
And he charges this guy, and he's going to hit for... Okay... All right, so he gets a good shot on this orc, and Loney gets up and attacks number 1 and does damage. Okay, and then Burin's turn. So Burin, you're like you haven't seen Oin since before you left Erebor, like 60 or so days ago, and you know that you think just based on what you've been told just now that he's traveling with your father. So you're happy to see him.
Ready to show him what I'm worth.
All right.
So run to 1, and we're going to attack at him.
Oof. All right, so the first shot kills him.
Okay, then move on.
After Loney's shot.
Move to 2.
Okay. All right, it's going to hit, and he's not quite dead.
And I scream in his face.
Ah! All right.
That doesn't make any sense.
At that moment, two more figures come over the rock wall there, and they charge down. So Ori comes over here, and Balin goes straight for the orc chief, but doesn't quite get close enough. So we'll roll for. We'll say neither of those guys can actually attack. So it's Faradir's turn.
I want to go for this chief, but I don't know if I can make it.
You still got your bow out.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could just shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay, take a couple shots at chief.
Pew pew. All right, so it's armor class 16, so that's 1 hit, so 7 damage. All right, Nolly's turn. So I'm going to come up here. He's also going to attack number 5. Going to hit. Okay. Orc's turn. Okay, so Orc attacking Burin. Gonna miss. Orc attacking, we'll say, Grimold, because he got there first and he's a bitch. Orc number 3 is also going to attack Grimold, and it's going to miss. Orc attacking Oin, going to miss. Orc attacking Ori is going to miss. And Orc Chief attacking Burin is going to miss. Jesus. All right, Riken.
Alright, Riken is going to move down this way and shoot at number 2.
Okay. There it is. All right. So this one only had 1 hit point left. So I'm going to say your shot goes out, does the 1 point of damage on this orc, and keeps going and hits the war chief for 7 points of damage.
Nice.
So you kill orc number 2. Burin, this is the shot. It's the second time an arrow comes out of nowhere and kills the thing in front of you. You're starting to get irritated. All right. The orc war chief, I guess, would come up here and attack. Actually, he thinks maybe Burin hit him, so he turns around, and Balin's not quite close enough to do anything about it. But the orc chief is going to attack Burin with his heavy spear, and he's getting 2 attacks. All right. Second attack hits. And it will do... Come on. It'll do 3 damage. God damn it. Okay, Grimold the bitch. It's going to hit the orc next to him.
Please say the full name every time.
All right, so he gets another good hit on Grimold. Grimold's actually doing really well against the orcs. Tessero.
All right, Tessero's going to roll and do a...
That never gets old.
Do a short bow attack on the orc war chief.
Okay. So Burin must have been standing in the way a little bit. All right, gonna miss Anglin. Tessero, go ahead and continue to move if you want.
Anglin's going to shoot at number 5.
All right.
Well, he just might as well just pack it up.
All right. Owen's going to get an attack, and Lonnie's going to get an attack, and they both miss. Burin, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to hit this war chief in front of me.
Okay. All right, you get 1 hit in for 11 damage. Nice. All right, Balin's going to do the same. He's going to come up and attack and miss. Ori, crit miss. Wow, my rolls are great tonight. Faradir.
Yeah, I'll take 2 shots of the
war chief is basically completely surrounded at this point.
Yep.
So who are you attacking?
The chieftain. Oh.
All right. You think he probably would have had disadvantage anyway, or some sort of penalty, just based on how many people are surrounding him.
Mm-hmm.
So Nolly, 12. That's going to actually hit. Nolly, good job. Someone once told me that in Lord of the Rings campaigns, people like battles where you can just cut through the enemies. Was that you, Marco?
Yeah, right, like large group people, you just cut through. And then.
So Nolly kills the one in front of him and keeps moving. The orc's turns. Orc is going to attack Grimold and hit for 7 damage. All right, he gets hit again. He's taking more damage than anyone else in your party. The orc war chief is going to attack Burin again twice. Oh, it's not his turn, is it? So there's only 2 orcs left. Miss and a crit on, we'll say, Nolly. Okay. All right, so this orc gets a really good hit in on Nolly. Nolly's reeling a little bit from that. So it's Riken's turn.
Okay.
He's fresh off a crit, right?
Yeah. He's doing good.
For you archers, the only thing with clear line of sight is number 3.
Yeah, that's what he was going to shoot at. So.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's good. We might as well crit it the other way.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, and Burin, you're going to get attacked twice. It's a 2 hits, so that's 6 damage. And man, these rolls are awful. 6 damage and 4 damage, so total of 10. So he's attacking with his spear.
Okay, who was that to? You said? Sorry.
That was to Burin.
Okay.
And Grimold is going to crit this orc and do enough damage to kill him.
Twice.
Grimold's doing well.
You're not a worthless piece of shit, are you?
Yeah. So we have 2 orcs and an orc war chief left. It's Tessero's turn.
All right, Tessero's gonna roll again, and then he's going to he's gonna shoot the war chief again.
Okay. All right, that is gonna hit.
22 damage.
Oh shit! All right, so he's surrounded by all these people, and on the only clear side that you could get him, you fill him full of, or you shoot him with an arrow that he wasn't expecting. All right, he's definitely bloodied. Anglin.
Wow, I really don't have line of sight, do I? Can I hit 4? Yeah, I can hit 4.
Yep, you can hit 4.
Out of 4. Oh, there we go. Why roll?
I'm sorry, dude.
That's all right. I'm just gonna pull out a book and read.
Oh shit! All right, so 7 damage. So Oin crit this guy. So he's Oin's taking good care of this orc here. By the way, in case you're forgetting who these people are, let's see, Erebor, Tails, Moria. Here's Oin. And here's Ori, the two people you wouldn't necessarily want fighting with you if you were a dwarf. And the 3 people, I should say, that you don't want fighting with you.
Balin,
yeah. All right, so I did Oin. We'll do Lonnie now, and he misses. Burin, you're up.
I'm cutting this war chief down.
You may actually, if you can get him twice. It's a miss and a crit. So how much? So you miss. You miss on the forward swing, and he thinks he's going to take advantage of that, and you impale him on the back swing, and you knock him into your father. All right. So at that, the orcs turn and run away, and Oin cuts this one down. And let me see. This one is actually getting away. So if any archers are. So Faraday draws his bow out.
Shoot.
Yeah, so I'll let the archers take. Go ahead and just all roll to hit this guy.
I got 2 hits, 7 and
2 arrows
9.
same time.
Hey, there we go.
So that's 7, 9, 12. That's a hit. So 15.
Right, I got 7 and 9.
Yep, I know. Oh, okay.
So
yeah, 7, 9. So 16 and 6, so 22 damage. So this guy only had 6 hit points left. So
I think that got him.
On the first arrow kills him, and then all these other arrows stick into him. All right, so battle's over. I can stop the battle music. It's my go-to battle music. So So the dwarves like come over and embrace Burin, and they, Loni and Nolly say, we've been looking for you guys. We're so happy to see you. The dwarves tell you that they think maybe this was a scouting party. That sort of low level guys that go out and just check out the area. They say that they've been followed for the last couple days. They've been here for about a week, and they're planning. Burin, you would know. They share with you that they're planning to retake Khazad-dûm in the next 10 to 15 years. So they're sort of like gathering dwarves up that want to do this and sort of making plans. So on the war chief or on the orc chief, you find Burin. You killed him, so he's like right in front of you. I didn't describe it to you at the time, but he's wearing a mask or a helmet that looks like this.
Oh, nice.
And you would immediately know that it's a galvorn battle helm worn by the dwarves of Nargothrond from the First Age, and you read the Galvorn lore card.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell anybody about the Galvorn material?
Yeah. Let me reopen it real quick. Hold on. So Galvorn's like this shiny black metal that was devised by a master craftsman. Say his name one more time.
Ale.
It grew out of his skill of metallurgy. I can't even say that.
Metallurgy. Yeah.
Skill he learned from the dwarven friends in the Blue Mountains. Galvorn said it would be his hardest dwarven seal while remaining supple and malleable. He actually had a boot of black armor made from the metal, which he wore whenever he left his woodland home in the depths of non-Elmoth. It was assumed its secret died with say it again? Ale. Sorry, remember the beer. Ale. Got it.
Yeah. Ale.
As is last mentioned in other writings, however, some claim that the smiths of Gondolin knew how to smith the jet black material, as it was said that Meglin learned everything Ale knew.
Meglin was his son.
Okay.
Is this related to the sword too?
So Ale, it just so happens that Ale was like a master smith, and so Ale was the person who made your sword, Angwael. But it's not made of the same material. They're both black. Your sword came from
Meteorite.
Right, meteorite. Galvorn is an alloy that only he learned how to. He was the only elf that knew how to do it until possibly Gondolin. But even that, all of that knowledge has passed on. But Burin, this was Ao learned these skills from your ancestors, the Firebeards, in the Blue Mountains during the First Age.
Nice.
And you know that these are described in the Silmarillion as being horrible to look at. The dwarves would wear them into battle, and they were said to be able to basically stand the full blast of a fire drake. So it was basically like dragon hunting masks that the dwarves of Nargothrond.
I see that they provide some armor for the beard, so the beard doesn't get singed off.
Yeah. So this is like a really he obviously had looted this from Moria or from Khazad-dûm and was wearing it around, and heat of battle. DM forgot to mention it. You didn't really notice it, but when he's laying there, this is like an heirloom of your people.
It's sort of like,
I pick it up and I blow it off a little bit, make sure it's like juices aren't up in there from all the hits he took. Slide it on my head.
All right. So I guess while you're here, so they tell you that basically they've completed Durin's march and they're preparing. They're basically planning to retake Khazad-dûm, and Balin would say that he's so proud of you and that he's heard about your deeds from various people. He actually talked to Beorn on his way down, and he had heard, and obviously you're on a mission from the king. He said he would be honored that when it's time to retake Khazad-dûm, if you would join him on the expedition.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So their plan now is to not go into Moria, but to instead head back to Erebor to basically restock and sort of go rest for a little while. They ask you what your plans are.
Heading down to, what was the name of it again? Lothlórien?
Lothlórien, yeah.
Lothlórien, trying to outrun the wolf that is following us this time.
So he doesn't actually have any knowledge about the wolf, so I guess you'd tell him about that, right?
Tarkoth, right?
It's Tarmanoth.
Tarmanoth. Yeah, I would explain to him what Tarmanoth is and that we're trying to outwit the beast.
He in pure Balin fashion, he says, "Then be careful, laddie." And he says, "It wouldn't be my choice to go to the elves, but if that is what the Blue Wizard told you or instructed you to do, then he trusts the Blue Wizard."
We're gonna try it out.
Is Lorien where Galadriel is?
Galadriel and Celeborn. Yep. And also...
And that's where they go in the Fellowship, right?
Correct.
Okay.
In fact, right after they go through the Demerald Dale, the Eastern Stairs, they go right to Lorien. So you guys are doing the same sort of path. So what else can I leave you with? Christian, you're excited because you know that Celebrimbor, who created the Rings of Power, on basically the other side of Moria, was really close with the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, but also very, very close with Galadriel and Celeborn. And there's some of the oldest elves, and you're hoping that maybe they'll have some of this knowledge that you're seeking.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
And so that's your next stop. So you're super excited about that, and plus to be amongst your people, like the people that didn't kick you out.
Exile me, yeah. People that might actually not be mad to see me.
Though this marks the end of the episode, the road goes ever on. Until next time, join us at longwinded.one and consider giving us a review on Apple Music, Spotify, or really whichever platform you choose.